What's up, Aries? This is a general reading in regard to your heart chakra. What's going on in your heart space kind of vibes, right? So, right now, you could tell me that you're dealing with a lot of heartbreak in regards to a plan or a strategy of some sort. In your mind, in your mental spaces, like you could be thinking about love and romance, and like to the point where like you're ready to like commit, like, and have a family and children kind of vibes. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could tell me that, but you could also tell me that you feel like you're entirely too connected to the world. I don't know how to describe it, Aries. Like, you could tell me that you feel like you're not necessarily yourself in a way. You know what I mean? Like, you feel like in order to you could tell me, right, and let me know in the comments if I'm right, Aries, right? But you could tell me, like, I feel like in order to find love, in order to have love and a family and marriage, I gotta be somebody I'm not. I have to put on a mask and show up in the world as somebody I'm not, when I'm really low-key on a different type of journey kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell me that doesn't make you happy to not show up as who you actually are. And you're fiery too. So I can't even imagine an Aries energy that would be trying to, you know what I mean, douse their fire down, or show up in a lesser form than who they actually are. Aries are big in their muchness and their dopeness. You know, so you could tell me that it breaks your heart that you think you have to be somebody you're not in order to find love, right? So for my divine feminine Aries, you could tell me like right now you're trying to reclaim who you are, and you're starting to peep like, listen, harmony is what's going to be the thing that's going to make me go towards something. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could tell me like you're no longer trying to create or manifest a specific person. You could be like, look, I know I'm on the way to eventually meet in this person. You know what I mean? You do have moments where you know your courage and your strength and compassion and love and things like that wane, and you're a little bit more mean than you want to be. But you could also tell me that it's because like you feel like you have to be somebody you're not in order to be in a relationship or a connection, or you know what I mean, a marriage, a family, right? And so you're beginning to reclaim who you are and not going towards that type of vibe anymore, right? Feminines. So for my divine masculines, right, you could be on some stuff where you want to go towards like your goals and your bread and your money, and you just in your mind, like, in the end of the day, whoever I'm supposed to be with, I'm going to meet them anyway, right? It's like I'm on some stuff where it's keeping me above emotions to focus on myself, right? To believe in myself. It's keeping me above water. It's helping me float like this little dino is doing. By believing in myself, I just feel like that, because in the end of the day, my masculines feel like when you meet your soulmate, that is going to be calm with no anxiety, no agitation kind of vibes, right? Right? And everything you want is on the other side of fear is also present on the masculine side as well, where you can tell me like, you know, yeah, like you fear that going towards all of your heart's desires and manifesting the heck out of your life and all of that is what's kind of keeping the door to romance closed for you as well. You know what I mean? So let's see what the advice is for my Aries collective. We have the Star, we have the Page of Swords reverse, the High Priestess, the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse, and the Four of Swords. So it's like right now you could tell me too, like you've been kind of sort of like on timeout, like not necessarily moving anywhere with the Eight of Cups reverse right here. It's like the Eight of Cups reverse is giving me like there is fulfillment in those cups, and you're kind of staying around in this energy. You know what I mean? Not necessarily ready to go towards another thing. I don't know how to describe it. You could tell me you feel like somewhat defeated and not really ready to, first of all, not even looking for something now. You're more so focused on watering your own plants. You're more so focused on feeding your own self and becoming that self that you want to be. Like you have been avoiding a certain journey because of your attachment to how you show up in the world. Like because of how everybody else expects you to be and the mask that you wear to show up in the world every day, you feel like it's blocking you from a more intuitive and more spiritual journey that you want to go on, and you feel like that unknown is what's going to make you happy, where it's just been causing you broken heart after broken heart after broken heart, to create a strategy in order to get into a love kind of romance vibe. You know what I mean? So you could tell me that in this time right now, you're just on some stuff where you're like Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles reverse, like anybody, any kind of offer coming in, you are blocked off to it. You're more so focusing on your journey kind of vibe. So what's the advice? Yeah, keep working on it and fight them off. That's funny as hell. Literally, Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Like, first of all, you have angels and ancestors on your backside too. Like, don't feel so, disconnected or alone because you don't have like that family or that wife or that husband or whatever, because you do have angels and ancestors that's assisting you, and they want you to just keep going towards what you're working on your own thing instead of, you know what I mean, receiving offers from outside of you. Continue to work on your own thing, because that's what's going to bring you victory and excitement and stuff like that. Like, find your own personal power. It's going to help you show back up, emerging in the world in your own personal power. You got what I'm saying? Like, with your own cup filled up, regardless of what's in everybody else's cup kind of vibes. Temperance with the Five of Cups here too. It's like, yeah, focus more so on your own personal powers and go ahead and cultivate that thing regardless of how other people are expecting you to show up. Don't avoid that journey towards that new self that you want to go towards, and don't be so unsure. Like, go ahead, have the courage, have the strength, give yourself the compassion and the love that you need to go ahead into the unknown and manifest something brand new. A lot of people in the spiritual community will tell you it's a solo journey. Like, really getting to know spirit and getting to know yourself is really a solo journey. And I hear in my head to tell you to go on Astro Cafe, or if you're not familiar with like your birth chart, to go and check and see where your Venus placements are, because it's given an energy of it's just a lot of healing going on in your Venus realms, in your heart chakra spaces, right? So that was for you, Aries. Love you. Later. Hey, Leo. When I tell you I feel you big time, you can tell me right now that finding balance makes you feel like you're all over the place. You could tell me right now that a certain journey that you know you have to go on, although it's going to bring you strength and probably finances and money, right? You feel like it's causing you to disconnect from your heart chakra in order to do that, right? To the point where, your creativities and things like that is what you have to focus on more than anything in order to manifest this value and this cornucopia thing and romance, right? You could tell me that, you know, that you feel like there's unfinished business, that you have to leave business unfinished in order to go towards this door of value, right, Leo? You know what I mean? Like, almost like you're you're settling in to the idea that, you can't really have the desires of your heart because of how much you have to focus on your creativity and your door to finances, right? And it's causing a lot of heartbreak. Look at that. See that? Look at that on the bottom of the deck right there. Wow. With the Ten of Pentacles reverse as well. Right? Like, focusing on connections and things like that is making you miss out on some type of value. And like I said, for my other readings should only always confirm something that's already something you're dealing with. If this is like brand new, then the reading just might not resonate for you, and this one might not be for you. But for the Leo collective that this is for, you're in a spaces where you feel kind of like all over the place. You could tell me like you took a leap into the unknown. You did. You took a leap into like spirituality, or in towards something that was nothing, you knew nothing about it, but this leap also kind of took you away from other things. It's like the best way I can say it. You're on some type of temple path, some type of spiritual journey that makes you feel imbalanced and makes you feel like you all up in your head, you know what I mean, and kind of like out of whack, and wondering whether or not, and you could tell me that this person that you may be considering for romance is like an abundant option, but you feel stuck in limbo in a way between the two, right, Leo? So for my feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine Leo, where are you at right now? Moving. Oh, okay, stuck. Feeling like you want to move onto a path that's more stable, right? You want to move. Like you could tell me you got your bags packed, but you just don't know. You know what I mean? Something's keeping you from moving towards a more alchemized path, that temple path. Something is keeping you stuck from moving there, right? Because you want a person that comes into your life by accident but stays on purpose. Let's see what else is here for my divine feminine Leo. Divine feminine Leo. Yeah, you want somebody that mirrors you. You want somebody that would be considering going on this type of path too. Right? And you may tell me that you found somebody who is like that, who is going on that journey, right? You may tell me that. Yeah. Oh, got you. You're telling me that you know that going on this path is what's going to bring you in an elevated version of a person that you want. And yes, you're absolutely right. That's where you're at right now. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you might not be so motivated to be creative and to go towards things, which is why the Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Woman Holding the Heart in reverse is here. You know what I mean? Like, mentally, that like going towards my creativity and going towards my spirituality is what I need to do right now. Even though, I don't really want to. Like, I don't know how to move forward. It's actually all over the place. I'm in my head more than anything. I don't feel grounded. I feel up in the air kind of vibes, right? But that's where the strength is going to come from. Like, I guess that part of the advice for my divine feminine would be like not to resist the journey, and to continue to deny your heart the toxic things, because that's what I feel like you're on the path of doing right now, and to stop criticizing yourself so much, because you are perfect, like, and I'm not going to go into a whole rant about the word perfect, but in the end of the day, the journey that you're on is the one that you're meant to be on for divine feminine. And I think somewhere inside of you, that you're just not quite ready to really leap into the unknown like you need to, like your mind is telling you need to do, right? Yeah. All right. So for my divine masculines, where you at? How you feeling? Divine masculine Leo, where you at with it? Oh man, you on the floor with it? 1 second. Ooh. Divine masculine Leos, right? You are ignoring the fact that it hurts. You're ignoring the fact that this person feels like someone that you're connected to. Right? The reason it hurts so much is because our souls are connected. You're trying your best to ignore that. You could tell me too that you feel like you put up a lot of energy and effort towards a person or a connection too, and that you don't care enough anymore. You could tell me like you tried and tried and tried and tried and tried with a certain connection. Oh, just love, period. Got you. Okay, and that's what it is. Okay, so masculines, maybe Leo masculines, maybe you would tell me like the reason why you're in so much pain is because your soul can feel that partner that's missing, right? And you feel like no matter what you try, you don't run into that person. That's what you could tell me. Give me another one for my Leo masculines. Way too many. That's like half the deck. Leo masculines. Yeah. It's like, okay, so this card, right? Don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. It's in the reverse. So it's like, how are you afraid of losing someone that you never had kind of vibe? It's like, where is my person kind of vibe, right? I think that's what you're feeling more than anything. Divine masculine Leo. Yeah, because you know that there's a soulmate. Plato's The Symposium, right? It says, according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces, fearing their power. Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. Yeah, so my masculine Leo, you feeling that thing. You want your love. You want your wife. You want your counterpart, and you feel like ungrounded and stuck in your thoughts. You know what I mean? Not wanting to go to the next thing because you don't feel grounded in the current moment, but in some kind of ways, you know what I mean? You're learning to adapt to the idea that the temple path is the way to go. This journey, this soul's journey that's been calling you on a spiritual tip is the way to go. You know what I mean? And with that being said, it's going to bring in a lot of prosperity too. You got the 2 of Pentacles for the advice. The Page of Pentacles. Nice. Yeah. So you could also, for those of you that have options and you're juggling, it's almost like you choose one matter. Choose one of them. Instead of juggling between the two, you pick one and begin a new one, a new journey, right? Yeah. Like you alchemize it. You stop going back and forth kind of vibes. Look at the silver linings and choose that person, right? For some of you. But for some of you too, it's like love or temple path. Love or temple path. Pick the temple path. Is that right? Yeah, the Lovers is here with the Tower reverse and the Three of Pentacles reverse. I'll show you. See? Yeah, so it's giving me, yeah, it's all about the choices. The choices you make in love mean everything to the value that you can manifest in your future. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? And this journey right now is teaching you how much value and balance and things that you can manifest on your own. And then, you know what I mean? Then meet that and then make that choice with somebody. But yeah, every connection and every choice is a looming tower in reverse. You get what I'm saying? You never know. It's either going to blow up the old structure and create a new, brand new one, or blow it up and just demolish the whole thing. You never know. But it's not going to be about working with others with the Three of Pentacles reverse. It's not going to be about external. It's not going to be outside of you. It's going to be 100% about a choice that you make within yourself. You know, because the Lovers is also the choice. Clarify the advice for Leo. Clarify the advice for Leo. Yeah. Look at you. Period. Be you. 100%. Strength card is a Leo card. Period. I like that. Yep. Find strength in you and literally you can manifest a whole brand new path for yourself anyway. And like you said, focus on that journey that you've been avoiding too. You know, that journey that you've been avoiding, that temple path. It's going to take you somewhere and it's going to elevate you. Like right now, you're on a different type of frequency. This path that you're going to take, even though it looks like it's going straight forward, it's elevating you. So you're going to be in a whole different frequency and attract a whole different vibration of counterpart or match anyway. All right, Leo. Love you. Deuces. Hey, Saggy. This reading is for my Sagittarius collective, right? It's a heart chakra energy check-in. So we looking in the heart space to see what's going on, right? Sag, you could tell me you real hush about something right now. You could tell me you real hush about something right now. This is probably a Sagittarius, right? Who was a part of a community that showed up with you showed up in a lot of love and light. But you could tell me that these people never saw you, was always in competition with you, never saw you as a partner or an equal, always was like, you know, you always felt like you had to defend yourself. You felt like your gifts and your talents and all of that was invisible to them. And that, like I said, you could never like actually partner with them, right? But like I said, in the present moment, you could tell me that that cycle is closing and there's something new that you about to take forth on, right? And either you know about it and that shit got you excited, is all get out and ready to go at it, or you don't know about it yet, but still feel this excitement, energy, and ready to go towards it. But not only go towards it, also express yourself towards the people that took you for granted in the past as well. You could tell me that you're in a place where you're no longer, you know what I mean, wanting to work with them. You're in ruin with working with a certain company or group or job or collective or whatever. Somewhere where you are a part of something is no longer something that is wish fulfillment for you. It's not something you want to deal with anymore, and you want to walk away to find your, you know, Nine of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is here too, right? And like I said, you could tell me like, yo, either you got an idea, you're working on something that you have been trying to show these people is manifesting at this point, and you're feeling a way about walking off. You might tell me like, yo, I really feel kind of like messed up and manipulative and corny for walking away with this abundant idea. But like you said, you're on a place where like you just been ruined with working with these people. And you also kind of feel like this blessing is being held up by being connected to them in the first place. Right? So let's see how my Divine Feminine Sagittarius feel. What's going on, Divine Femmes? How are you feeling? Where are you at with this whole thing? Where are you at with this whole thing, Divine Feminine? You don't want to give up, right? You're not trying to give up on something. And it's giving me the energy of whatever they were ignoring. Something like that you were facing, you were working on. You didn't want to give up on it, even though a lot of people probably was giving you, immature thoughts about it, right? Let's see. Souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. Yeah, I feel like you're in a place where, like, if you move forward with this idea, like, in the end of the day, it's not like you shutting the door to everybody. But, I mean? I feel like you would be in a place where maybe you might leave the door open a little bit to see, like, who you can let back into this new level of who you about to be. Is that right? How are my divine feminines currently feeling? Right, exactly. The people that make you feel calm without anxiety and all that, you'll feel like those are your soulmates. Those are the ones that you're supposed to be doing right now. And right now, you know what I mean? You feeling like you got to defend yourself and really scream and holler in order for somebody to see you clearly. Yeah, and you don't feel like you found that person yet. You don't feel like you found people at the moment. You don't feel like anybody that you know is here to help you follow your heart's desires and manifest the fuck out of your life. And you're not necessarily interested in trying to figure that out either. For my divine feminines. For my divine masculine, Saggy, how you feeling? Where you at with it, divine masculine? Got pain in my shoulder. Where you at with it, divine masculine? Let's see. Yeah, done trying. Enough is enough kind of vibe. Divine masculine is on that same type time. Divine masculine, like, yeah, this idea, I'm about to take it and run with it, man. I ain't even trying to sit up there and add a bunch of colors. But you also could be struggling and believing in yourself. And it's probably as a result of this community that you was connected to before. Somebody could get in a motorcycle accident. Be careful with your motorcycle. Something dealing with fire or flame. Be careful with a motorcycle. That just popped up on my thing. But anyway, yeah, like, you're finding out, divine masculine, that your peace comes from within you, not outside of you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day anyway. So whether they see you or not, whether they see the gifts and talent, whether they want to join with you, whether they want to partner with you or not, Sag man is like, listen, that's all good. Like, yeah, you might have hit my little self-esteem a little bit. You might have made me not believe in this thing. But the salty part is, it's manifesting. And I'm literally about to be on some stuff. And I'm just complaining. I'm just contemplating whether or not I should walk away. Tell me how my divine masculine is feeling. Divine masculine, Sagittarius. What's going on? Yeah, ready to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Either way, scared or not. You know what I mean? Whole or not, ready or not, ready to go. You ready to go ahead and make your dreams come true, right? And have the courage to pursue them. Point blank, period. So let's see what the advice is for my Sagittarius. Manifest that shit. Stop chilling and sitting back. What? Stop holding back. What? You are a lot more healed than you thought you was when it came to these immature ways of hurting your feelings. All that immature stuff that people was doing, ignoring you and not even trying to fulfill you, or not trying to complete nothing with you, not trying to show you no type of love, right? Trying to keep you weak by not partnering with you and making you strong and blocking your manifestations and shit like that. All of that is petty stuff anyway, right? Sag, you got this. Either way. My divine feminine and masculine Saggies, y'all got this either way. And that's what you realizing now. You know what I mean? You peeping on a mental level that nobody really values who you are and how you show up in their lives. And, at this point, you ready to walk away from that. And you feel like on the inside, you feel excited about it. But like I said, there's something called survivor's guilt. Look it up. Like you said,